Hello friends, and welcome back. Well, we've made it. Finally, the Alliance War season has come to an end, and we have been released for a merciful 2-week break for most of us. For me, it's going to be a bit longer than that. So our alliance finished in Gold 1, rank 497, so that's good for 1297 overall. When you consider how many alliances are in this game, that's not too bad, being in the top 1500. Obviously, this is a lower point for our alliance specifically. We've been used to finishing in Platinum the last, I think, 4 or 5 seasons, so a bit of a disappointing season for sure, as I've talked through many a times during this season's war videos. So again, this season we don't have to worry about the awful RNG from the season's crystals. We just get straight up rewards, which are nice. Enough shards for a fully formed 5-star, which we'll open up today after I finish reviewing. And then a good chunk of T5B and some fully formed alphas, which are great, and then some class catalysts, which I have quite a few of. Not enough for a 6-star today, unfortunately. So let's start by going through the season spreadsheet, and then we'll do the crystal opening, and then we'll finish up with the final item review. Alright, so this is a spreadsheet that should look pretty familiar if you've been on the channel for the last few seasons. I use the spreadsheet during the season to keep track of the fights that I take versus every alliance and every war. Keep track of my kills, keep track of my deaths. I'm big into spreadsheets, so anybody who's played with me is not surprised by that. Alright, so the way to read this is a green box means that I took that fight and soloed it. A yellow box means that I took a death to it. There's orange and red boxes for 2 and 3 or more deaths, which I didn't have this season. And then a gray box means that I did not take that fight, but it was on my path. And then the red text indicates that that champion was affected by the defense tactic for that war. I think every war except for one was Siphon, which is unsurprising because Siphon is now the most powerful defense tactic. You could probably argue Flow is up there too, but looks like in War 5 was the mutant one. Crush was it called? That's right, because we had the unblockable domino mid-combo. That was a good time. Anyway, so took a total of 7 deaths this season. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I would like to see that number at 0. But I realize that that's probably not realistic, given how much action Kabam has taken to make war a very difficult and unforgiving mode of gameplay. In terms of memorable fights for me this season, the 3 Doom bosses I think were the most fun. We had three boss solos, all Dr. Doom. We had a really poor attempt at a Thing boss, which I'm not too broken up about because I think the war was already lost at that point and I was just in a poor mood. So we had a big lack of Captain Marvel this season. So if you remember last season on the buffet node on my path, Section 2, Path 1, I think we saw a Captain Marvel movie on that second buffet node like every war almost. So we only saw her once this year, or this season this year. Felt like a year anyway. Other memorable fights, I didn't feel like there were anything too crazy on my path this season. I think most alliances have kind of settled into which champs go on what nodes and really rely on the defense tactics to kind of whittle down your health and cause you problems. So let me think. Anything else that I want to talk about in here? I don't think so. So let's go right into the rewards claiming, and then we'll open up a 5-star and finish up. Alright, so let's go into our mail here, and Alliance War 16, Season 16 ended, Gold 1, 497, let's claim those. I'm really glad that they got rid of those season crystals, because it feels like, even though I still don't feel like the rewards for war are worth the effort and the items and the stress and the pressure that goes into it, it's nice that at the very least we don't have to be subject to the awful RNG of those season crystals. So, alright, so we have lots of 5-star shards at the moment. I'm not going to open a featured, even though I do want a mojo. And I think there's a couple other good champions in here, like Sentinel I don't have, Domino I still don't have. 3 out of 24 is not really good odds. And I think I'm going to wait and do a bigger basic opening when I finish Labyrinth, which is my next big goal. However, we will open a basic, so the equivalent of what we got from the rewards there. In terms of who I need, new champs, I need an Aegon, a Nick Fury, a Doom would be great for Abyss later on. In terms of first-time dupes, there are lots of people that I want duped. I need a dupe on my Corvus, a dupe on my Medusa would be great, Venom dupe would be great, a Torch dupe would be great. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've gotten somebody good out of here, so let's see what we're getting. And it's going to be a... Okay, actually that's not too bad, because I don't have a 5-star hood. I can pair him up with my Ghost in Act 6 content, so I'm actually not upset about that. I don't think that he'll be ranked up very far, but I'm actually pretty glad to have him just for synergy purposes. So not a total loss. And a new champ, so I can certainly use him in Arena as well. Alright, so let's finish up with the item use statistics, and we'll get out of here. Okay, so again, finally we finished Gold 1 this season, rank 497, that's 1297 overall. Item use was pretty standard, a lot of potions this season, 6 L3s and 47 L4s. All of those were purchased with glory. I spend all of my glory on potions typically, which is a problem for me because I am unable to spend any glory on things that can actually help my account. But more on that in a later video, I think. We have 82 total kills this season. I only started tracking my kills this season, so I don't know exactly how it compared to previous season. I think it's up over last season. 7 deaths, which is 1 or 2 more than the previous season. And then we finished with a abysmal record of 3 and 8. Remember, we had that one war that didn't end up counting because of Kabam shenanigans. So, if you noticed in the video, the recording earlier, I've already left Rogue Tech. I am prepping a video to kind of talk about why I did that and what is next for me and for my account, and maybe for this channel. So stay tuned for that. Hit that like button if you would be so kind, and let me know how your season went and finished up. Hopefully better than ours. Yeah, and then thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.